Hey, Soul Travelers, welcome back. I pray you're doing well. Sending you the purest of love and light. We're blessed, we're safe, we're anchored, and we're heavily protected and secure. So, if it's your first time, I welcome you, returning Soul Travelers, new Soul Travelers. Thank you for your love and for your support. Soul Travelers, what is happening around you at this time? It's that some of you could be taking time to forgive and heal. It says you're beautiful, you're handsome for a lot of you. You're basically healing your childhood, the parts of you that was told or made to believe that you were not handsome, you were not beautiful. You're now affirming those, speaking life into those areas, that you were weak on. You could have had oppositions who try to control your narrative. These are some of the things that are coming out around you at this time. It says jealous partner, so you could have been dealing with a jealous partner. And it says your spirit team is furious. So your spirit team or spirit team is very angry at this time. Person sent death magic to some of you, soul tribers. You did a return to sender, or you're called to do a return to sender, and it's hitting them big time. For a lot of you, somebody or some people around you are in spiritual jail right now. You are walking karma, the next card said. And then it says here, prayer works. Soul tribers, what is happening around you? For a lot of you, you're realizing that you are enough as well. You are enough. And it says karma is served. So not only are you walking karma, but on your enemies, karma is served. And it says here, it took a long time. It took a long time. And for a lot of you, this is your season. This is your season because you cleared some heavy karma. Persons could have not wanted you to, get into this season here. You went through a lot of betrayals. It says angels are protecting you. There are a lot of gossiping maybe around you even at this time. For some of you, you could be getting a raise or promotion, but what's underneath that is that you're crushing your enemies. You could have dealt with somebody who was a cheater or a player. It says the spotlight is on some of you here. All eyes are on you. Persons probably wanted to change the trajectory, the narrative, to take the lights off of you and for you not to see them for who they are. But everybody's exposed. A lot of you, you're going where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. Chains are broken and you are not looking back on anybody, including your hateful siblings. It says let them eat their words. I could be talking to you, a divine feminine. You're not settling for less. A lot of you, you have seen through the lies and you bossed up from the lies of your enemies as well. So that's awesome. I love that for you. This is your season, soul tribers. Persons could have wanted you to keep you out of you or to block you from going into your season. But I'm hearing the song, this is your winning season. This is your winning season. For spiritual jail here, the justice card. So again, as above, so below. So maybe at this time, for a lot of your enemies, they're in spiritual jail. I'm telling you, God is fighting your battles. Vengeance is mine, said God, I will repay. And for some of your enemies, they may not be going to physical jail, but I'm telling you, they're probably going to be going to some of them they are, but for even those who are in spiritual jail at this time, they are going to wish they were actually in physical jail. Because for a lot of them, they've been playing with God. And it's like God is letting them know who is the one and only God. A lot of these people, truth is coming out. A lot of people around you in your community, they're getting clarity about your enemies as well, or your enemy. They're now having cause and effect. So whatever it is they sow, they're reaping. They made their bed, now they have to lie in it. They set the trap, now they're caught up in it. So these people, and it says law. So yes, it's like they are, for a lot of them, they're in the court of the Lord. You could have been very kind. You could have given with the Six of Pentacles. You could have been generous with a lot of these people. Some of them you could have even worked with them. These are people, again, this is what's happening around you. So these are people, some of them from your community as well. There is justice when it comes to your Eight of Pentacles, your job, your career. So for some of you, if you lost your job or people did things for you to lose your job, I'm telling you, whatever it is that they did, it's coming back full force. So persons could have did things, so they're called up. Justice is served. This is karma. So you are being served, they're being served, right? So again, if you lost your job, they affected your work, God is going to give, like I've been saying in a lot of the messages, double for your trouble. Some of you triple for your trials, because for some of you, it's triple because your enemies, they're really, some of you quadruple, they double down. When it came to, really trying to suck it to you, they were doing the most because they've been hearing about karma. They've been hearing about, they just thought that God was something they can play with, or, they could do as they feel like. Because again, the patience of God, instead of our enemies changing, doing better, no, they actually did worse. So if you are affected in your career, you're going to be paid, blessed, multiplied over and over, soul tribers. I'm getting, if you were fired, you know and it's something that things happened to you that affected your career, your business, the way you do business, whatever your art that you were practicing, mastering. I'm telling you, they're now having to give account. They could have had you in lack. Even though Seven of Pentacles, you were working very hard. You were working hard. It's like it wasn't paying off. Somebody could have stolen something from you and they were greedy. They held on to it. They wanted to reap what they didn't sow. We're talking about, for a lot of you, it could be a King of Cups with the devil. 10 of Wands, this person is stressed. They're burdened right now. 9 of Swords, they cannot sleep. 10 of Cups, again, for a lot of you, a lot of us, our families had a big part, a great part to play in your business, your finances, to make it seem as if you're not trying, to make it seem as if what you're doing, because they wanted you to give up. For some of you, you had to walk away from businesses and jobs. It's because of your enemies. We saw the ex-lover. So for some of you, this King of Cups, this jealous, evil person, confirmation, my phone vibrated. This person was working with the devil, probably still is. Addiction, materialism, so this person, they're attracted to material stuff. So this is why they stole from you, they blocked you, they stopped you. And the sun is here. Again, these people are feeling very foolish right now. Very foolish, because whatever, if they were trying to stop love, block you from getting an offer, for you to miss an opportunity, for a lot of you, you're moving on to calmer water. Like I said, for a lot of you, you're bossing up. There could have been a father figure, a King of Swords. This could be the same person or two different, but it's a lot of even if they're women, Because they were so aggressive, they're showing up in their masculine energy. Again, Ten of Swords. These people are feeling defeated when it comes to their expansion, when it comes to their love life, when it comes to them manifesting, being creative, balance. It's not working. It is not working. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They are in, limbo right now when it comes to their finances. This person could have been very jealous, chaotic, very mean. This is a social climber, man or woman, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Three of Cups. This is somebody who is a social climber, so they would do and say things, make themselves look good so that they can be in the company of other people to even attract lovers. Yeah, your community, Four of Pentacles. I said Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands with the Three of Pentacles. These are people who collaborated when it came to your Ace of Pentacles, your money, your new abundance, your new stability, your business opportunity. So they worked against you, Queen of Cups. It's like these people, Page of Wands in the reverse. It's like these people, they wanted you to have low energy, pessimistic, boring. When it came to making your plans to move forward, it's kind of like you feel stuck, indecisive, a lot of delays they wanted, when it comes to your plans or making plans for the future. You feel as if you were left out in the cold. Three of Swords, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of betrayals. Be careful again of people coming back from your past. They may be coming back because they want a handout, because they know how kind and how generous you are. Because I'm telling you, God is putting these people to sit down. He's emptying back out their pockets, their bank books, their businesses, everything. So a lot of these people, they're gonna want to come back because they're seeing that you are being blessed, and what they wanted to manifest for you, it didn't work. So now they want to come back to join you. Ace of Swords. This is the truth. This is the confirmation. This is clarity for a lot of you. Yes, you are walking karma too. When you show up in people's life, it's like it's never the same. You are an agent of change. You are success, you are truth, you have lots of great ideas. You bring breakthrough in people's life, good or bad. I mean, for a lot of people, you give them the clarity to move on. For some people, with your sword, you speak the truth and you break down demonic walls. People who have been doing a lot of evil things to hurt innocent people. You are the truth. You carry this, the sword of truth with you. And so for a lot of you, Five of Wands, you may find yourself where you meet a lot of people who are messy, a lot of people who are coward, they're weak, they're jealous. You meet a lot of people who are argumentative, who are aggressive, chaos, competitive when it comes to you. They can't stand to see you shine. The things that they hate is that they love it about you. They wish they had your confidence to speak the truth. The ideas you have, the clarity, the breakthrough that you give people, you set people free. Your success, and a lot of people around you, is like they're jealous. You may meet a lot of people who are juggling in their life, trying to find balance, and a lot of you are able to set people free with the Eight of Cups. You awaken people, to walk away from what is no longer serving them. And even with this Magician, you encourage people to speak life into themselves, to be able to manifest. People don't like that because, again, it's like your light showing up in darkness. waking up people, and the people who are benefiting, they don't like it. So you will get a lot of oppositions when you go out there and you meet. And believe it or not, because of the calling that you have on your life, you don't just meet people by happenstance. It's either for good or bad. It's like there is no, just coincidence. No, they're God incidents. It's either for better or for worse, I'm telling you. But when you walk in people's life, something is going to happen. Some shake up. It doesn't just happen like that. Something is going to happen. Prayer works. 10 of Pentacles, soul tribers. Prayer works. Inheritance, wealth, fortune, family tradition. So for a lot of you, and below here we have it took a long time. For a lot of you, you getting this 10 of Pentacles, this legacy, this generational wealth. You could have been in a generational world. Yes, it's like I'm telling you, worldwide. You could have been praying for a long time. When is this going to come to pass? And it's like, this is your season, because these cards came out, popping out: the Empress, motherhood, nature, creativity, abundance. When you're going to have that family, that child? When are you going to be that nurturing mother? Because what you're creating so that you can leave a legacy, you building your abundance. God, when? Your earth angel, tempered, balance. It's like you had to be very patient in the process when it comes to this 9 of Cups. Again, your wealth, your luck, your pride, your accomplishments. It took a long time. Oh, a long time. A long time, soul tribers. You've been through a lot of 5 of Wands with a Hierophant. So for a lot of you, you could have had a lot of jealous people around you, messy, competitive people, envious. And they were like religious people too. They could have even be spiritual people. They belong to an organization, a cult, a group. You could have even been married. Again, I think we saw the card about jealous partner. So you could have even been married to somebody, in a relationship with somebody who was jealous of you. You've gone through a lot of 5 of Cups, disappointments. You spend a lot of time focusing on failure, sadness, and regrets here. But the world is behind that. You're closing out those cycles, those chapters. Successful wrap up of that time of dealing with that. So for a lot of you, yeah, prayer works. Your patience paid off. It may have taken a long time, but God is always on time, isn't he? And I'm sure when this show up, for those of you, this is confirmation. For those of you, it's happening now, because this is what is happening around you right now. It's like it's right on time. Right on time. Not a minute earlier. Not a second later. Right on time. You are realizing that you are enough. You are enough. Justice is coming through for you. For a lot of you, persons around you could have made you feel as if you were not enough. Look, Ace of Cups. You are enough. Your cup is full and running over. Creativity, emotional, awakening, fulfillment, new love, self-love. You are enough. You are enough. You didn't need them. Sometimes we have to lose others in order to find ourselves. Yeah, 8 of Cups. You walk away from a lot of people. You walk away, some of you walked away from a magician, Knight of Swords. Again, you were dealing with somebody you thought that was your lover, man or woman, who, again, 7 of Pentacles, whatever you were working on or building, this person could have been doing witchcraft. They could have been, just using, whether they were doing, the brewing, the pots and all of that stuff, or just by what they are speaking negatively over your life and whatever you were working on. They didn't want to see you in this Nine of Pentacles energy of luxury, making a profit, reaping what you have sown. A lot of these people could have been jealous, of how creative you are, how energetic you are, how optimistic you are. You're a natural leader, you're loyal with this King of Wands. And so, Seven of Wands in the reverse is like they wanted to break you down, to make it seem as if you're feeble, you're weak minded. You're scared to go anywhere. You're a pushover, lack of courage. This is Seven of Wands in the reverse. Very rarely my cards are in the reverse, but here we go, Three of Pentacles. This was a collaboration. So you could have a group of people who worked, to break you down, for you to not feel like you were enough. Because again, a lot of them could have been jealous of your Ace of Pentacles, your business opportunities, your money that was coming, your abundance and your stability, I'm telling you. And so this is why, because before we have Justice with the Eight of Pentacles. So when it came to your business, your craft, people talked down on you, or they could have told a lot of lies to ruin your reputation so that you wouldn't get new opportunities, that you wouldn't even get love. People wouldn't love you. So for a lot of you, and no wonder that first card I show, time to forgive and heal, because you probably had to do a lot of healing, in affirming your worth and speaking light and life into yourself, because of all the lies that were spoken over you by the people who should have loved you. Your karma is served. So again, for a lot of you, you're getting your good dharma, your karma. That's good dharma is your good karma, right? So you're finding patience, meaning, and balance. You're an earth angel. And this is why I said for a lot of you, a lot of us, when you meet people, it's almost, for me, seeing what my life purpose is and all, and coming in to realize that more. It's kind of like when I meet people, it's like, God, what is it now? What am I here to learn? What is this person in my life for? Because I'm telling you, it's for a reason. For a lot of you, you are walking karma. You call judgment on people. For a lot of you, you're spiritual baits. That's what I'm talking about. You're here on purpose for a purpose. God placed you in some weird situation. You meet some really evil, cold, calculated, and heartless folks. And they may come in first, as nice, hello, of course. And as you begin, my phone vibrated, as you start to do life or business with this person or these people, because of how genuine and kind-hearted you are. And again, the truth is that some of us, sometimes we don't even know, especially in the beginning. You don't know, and you thought that this was just a lover. You thought that this is just my family, this is just a friend, this is a business partner, or I'm just here to do business with this place, not knowing that God placed you there so that this person could, it's almost as if people are able to do a lot of wickedness to a lot of people. But God put you there, innocent, to see how they're going to handle you. And it's like you are the one who shed light on this evil person, their company, this relationship, connection, however it is. You expose that person for the wickedness and the evil that they are. When you leave their life, they are never the same. Neither are you, soul tribers. You will not be the same either. Because you will learn a lot of lessons, whether it's about trusting people, protecting your heart, having boundaries, speaking up, standing up for yourself, loving yourself, knowing your worth. There will be something, dotting your I's, crossing your T's next time. You're going to learn a valuable, if not some valuable lessons when you leave that because you're going to grow and evolve from that too. But those people, that is where their spiritual jail is start. That is where their justice start. And God will pull you out just in time. Before these people try to harm you, it's like before they put the last nail in, before, they set you up, whatever it is, before they take one more penny out of your pocket or your purse, God will pull you out of that. And sometimes it may seem like a tower, it's a shocking betrayal. You're just mind blowing. Why is this person not calling me back? Why they left me hanging? That is exactly what you needed, because God is protecting you. He put you in there. It's just like how he used Job to prove to the enemy that no, Job's loyalty was not just based on what God blessed him with. The love, it went deeper and further. It's a trust. It's a relationship. So for whatever reason, people thought that, you were an easy mark or target, because they see you as gullible and just another one that they could rip and rob and steal from and break your heart. God said, no, 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 not this time, not this one. So it's like you are the one, like when you have those cold cases out there where people thought they get away with things for a long time because nobody, find the body, nobody found the weapon. And then, this one, maybe new law student or in law school, whatever, but somebody cracked the case. Somebody cracked the case and exposed them. And that is what you are. That is who we are. That's the mission that we have. And this is why for a lot of us, you wonder like, oh my goodness. But, it's like it's not a lot of us out here. Many are called, few are chosen. It's not a lot of us out here. And so it's almost as if as one case is done, God put us in something else, because it's a lot of evil people out there. It's more evil out here than good. And so we're busy. We are here on business for the King. But just trust and believe that whatever you have been praying for, God, okay, when am I going to catch a break? When am I going to rest? When am I going to get my blessings? God, when am I going to have my breakthrough? It is here, because prayer works. This is what's happening around you now. You're this King of Pentacles. You're an empire. You're a boss. You're a leader. You're meant to have celebration, marriage, home, love, a sense of belonging. With your Six of Cups, your soul tribe, your family. You're meant to be confident, adventurous, energetic, and charming. You're meant to be in the connection. Lovers with the strength. People, a person who love you. This is no weak and washy, feeble love. No. This is divine love, divine partnership, divine connection. It's like you are not meant. It may have taken a long time. I'm telling you, you could have felt as if you were in this hangman position, this stalling, this needless sacrifice, indecision, whatever it is. It took a long time, but prayer works. You could have been dealing with a lot of people in the Five of Swords who wanted to defeat you. They hated you. You were probably a lot of abuse and conflict. People who wanted to win at all costs. People could have walked away. You invested a lot. You had to walk away. Again, Eight of Cups with the Magician and the Knight of Swords. You dealt with a lot of evil, manipulative people. And the Sun is back here to reveal everything. A lot of you could have felt like this Nine of Wands. Again, Five of Cups, a lot of rejection. You cried a lot of tears. But again, just knowing that those people were not meant to be in your life. This is what it is. Again, knowing that who is there for you. There is two cups in the back. All is not lost. Stop crying over spilt milk. For a lot of you, a lot of us, we spent a lot of time crying over people that we really should have been happy that they left. God pulled them out of our life because He knows your heart, and so He caused tower, again, a sudden upheaval, a disaster, something to happen why the relationship fell apart because they were actually blocking you. They were not helping you. So it took a long time, because you were, you felt as if, God, when? How long? How long, God? You could have a lot of people who are spying, watching, stalking. Yeah. You could have felt trapped, feeling trapped, isolated, victimized, and helpless in this state. But, with this chariot, you persevere, willpower, confidence is like you kept going. You did not give up. You kept praying. You kept on believing. And this is why you're now getting the breakthrough. For a lot of you, Knight of Pentacles, protective, conservative, patient. You pay attention to details. Slow but sure. You're going to make it to that 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is slowly but surely. You're going to get it back. You're getting your strength back right now. For a lot of you who felt as if all was lost. No, all is not lost. I love that, Soul Tribers. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, you are enough. You could have had a King of Pentacles, somebody who was stealing, who was affecting your life. It says obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. So again, God is here, bringing harmony and restoring peace back into your life. For a lot of you, could be talking to you, a Queen of Cups. God the Redeemer, God paid the price for your redemption, serves against enemies of religion. You see that governs chastity. So for a lot of you, you're pure, you're keeping yourself pure. God is protecting you from, any promiscuity, people who want to just sleep around, having, you have self-control over your body. For a lot of you, again, your enemies were religious people. So God is protecting you. He protected you from, it says, serves against enemies of religion. So a lot of you, the people, even in your family, there were religious persons. I think I spoke a little bit about that earlier as well. These are people who thought that they could play with God. These are people who thought that we can keep up what we're doing. God is not, they were playing church. Again, in one hand, they were doing a lot of evil deeds, and in the other hand, they think that God wasn't watching. These people are now in spiritual jail. Look, Wheel of Fortune, Arcane, healing, heals all disorders, protect travelers and medical workers. So for a lot of you, the wheel is now in your favor, Soul Triber. It took a long time. It took a long time for the wheel to turn in your favor because you were dealing with a lot of antagonists, people who wanted you to be stuck, trapped, in prison, feeling victimized. People just did the most. They talk a lot of smack, spread a lot of rumor, gossip, communicated a lot of lies. They were manifesting, speaking lies over whatever it is that you were manifesting. But here, this is what's happening around you. Prayer works because the wheel is now in your favor. And when you're on top, guess who is on bottom? They're on the bottom. For a long time, they were riding the wave high. Now it's their time to feel the pinch. I'm telling you, the wheel is in your favor. So yeah, you're coming out of a season again, a 5 of Cups with the moon and the devil with lovers. Oh my goodness, 6 of Cups. These are people from your past and can't make it up. They're under judgment. They're under judgment. Your enemies will have to walk away. Walk away from whatever you're building, whatever you're working on, your 8 of Pentacles, your job, your career, and they will have to see you as this Queen of Pentacles in your 9 of Pentacles. You reaping the fruits of your hard work and your labor. You having self-mastery over your profession. your career, you getting the raise and the promotions, they will have to walk away. And some of them, I saw the page of swords earlier. Yeah, four of wands, look in the reverse. Your community, they're in the reverse right now. Your community, they're in the reverse when it comes to their three of wands, their expansion. They're the ones not going anywhere. God is protecting you from your enemies right now. Construction of the universe helps with great work, protection from your enemies. So for a lot of you, it's expansion, God of hope. He's restoring you. I'm telling you, this four of wands, your community, they are not celebrating. The people who are working against you, for a lot of you, there could be a female, a mother figure who is in the Ten of Swords right now. They're feeling like a Page of Pentacles. I'm telling you, everything that they stole or what they blocked from you, their finances, and God is hitting them where it hurts most, because that's where they wanted to hit you. They wanted to hit you in love. They wanted to hit you in your finance. They were affecting your health, your peace of mind, and God is giving it back to them. So, yes, I love it for you. I love it. I love it, Soul Tribers. Vengeance is mindset, God, He will repay. So, for a lot of you, just a few helpful, encouraging messages for you before you go on your way. It says, I am kind to myself whenever I feel I'm not enough. I have done enough. It is enough, regardless of the result. So, for a lot of you, again, it's just positively affirming yourself that you are enough, because you could have had a lot of people around you who wanted you to feel as if you were not enough. So, keep on being kind to yourself, speaking life into yourself, breaking that mindset. Again, time to forgive and time to heal, Soul Tribers. Let the healing begin. I caress and appreciate my whole body. Thank you, body, for everything you're doing for me. Yes, so for a lot of you, you've been through a lot, because again, you're walking karma. So for a lot of you, you could have been in toxic relationships, where, yes, you participated in sexual activities or things, your body been through a lot. You could have been abused, taking hits and blows from people around you. And it's like now you're appreciating your body. Your body, you could have been told you're fat, you're this, you're that, you're too skinny. So you could have taken a lot of blows, and now it's about loving yourself, pouring into yourself, standing up for yourself, finding balance. Again, you dealt with a lot of religious enemies, and people could have been speaking ill over your life and your body. And now it's you, you know, speaking life into your body as well. It says, I will form a connection with what I am focusing on. I am worthy of gently focusing on myself. So, for a lot of you right now, the wheel is in your favor. You're focusing on yourself. You're loving you right now. Prayer works. You're slowly building back up. It took a long time. And this is what you're called to do. Know that you're worthy of gently focusing on yourself. It's almost as if gently, slowly ripping the band-aid off. Slowly looking back in the mirror. We saw the card before. You're beautiful, you're handsome. Believing in yourself again. At first it may feel weird saying certain things, but the more you practice it, the more you keep on saying it, the more you will find yourself believing it. Wow. So for a lot of you, it's just a lot of, I am worthy. I am worthy. You are worthy of everything. Even though you may have, been brought up in surroundings or dealt with people who made you feel as if you're not worthy of things, Soul Tribers, you are worthy. And it's so unfortunate and it's so painful that because of the mission that is on a lot of our lives and the hits that we have taken, that a lot of us, it's hard to believe these words, or it takes a long time to believe these words. When our enemies saw us, they know that we have greatness within us. And so they chipped away at our confidence, and they wanted to break us. You are worthy. You are worthy of love, of health, of wealth, of relationships, of a blessed and wonderful and beautiful mind and body, knowing that you're loved. And this is why I said, when you walk away from a lot of these connections and you look back on your life, the lessons, the takeaway, it's knowing your worth and add taxes. Because a lot of you, a lot of us, we were entertaining people who were not deserving to even as much as dust the dirt off of your shoes or your slippers. You are the gift. You have always been the blessing. You've always been the blessing. You had people who wanted to dim your light. And just like the light just went out, I put it back on. You are worthy. We are worthy, soul tribers. We are worthy. I will concentrate on my breathing. Life is cradling me like a little child, back and forth with every breath. I am safe. You can finally feel now that you are safe. You belong. You are love. You deserve love. For a long time, you could have dealt with people that you didn't feel safe around. It says here, I will treat myself with respect. When I treat myself with kindness, life will also treat me with respect. That's what I'm talking about. People, because we didn't know our worth, people treat us according to how we allow them to. And now you have taken that power back and you're treating yourself with respect. So anybody who step up to the plate, they know they have to come giving you respect as well. You're not lowering your value for anybody. You're not dimming your light so that people will feel comfortable anymore. No. It says this is the way things are now. This is the way things are now. It's like you put us a stake or a fork in the road and you said, moving forward, this is what I deserve. This is what I will tolerate. This is what I will not entertain or tolerate. So you're speaking up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself. You're protecting yourself. For a lot of you, even if it's, it's you and spirit, you and God, you have everything that you need. You may be alone physically, but again, you're making yourself safe. You're finding safety in the comfort of you being alone. For some of you, safety in protecting yourself in whatever means necessary. Because you realize that the people who are supposed to make you safe, make you feel safe, protect you, look out for you, no, those are the ones who dragged you and did the most. The communities, the groups, the religious organizations, that should have made you feel loved and secure, they are the ones who betrayed and disappointed you. So now you find that solace, you find that peace within yourself and divine. It's about your relationship. It's about you coming home to self. This is what is happening around you, soul tribers. I love it. I love it. The wheel is here. It's like all this fall stuff, when you have the fears and, people going out with their children to the park and, all these good treats. Yes, it's like the wheel, the Ferris wheel, you're on top. It's like the parties in your town now. And your enemies are in spiritual court. They're in judgment. They're in spiritual jail. They're called to give an account, to sit exactly in and on and lie wherever they wanted you to be and get what they planned for you. And this is what I've been saying to people all along. Be careful. Stop what you're doing because you're going to reap it. God may be slow, but he's sure. Slow but sure. Again, he sits high, but he looks slow. He does not miss a beat. Very patient. Very patient. I love this message for you, Soul Tribers. I love it for us. It's been a long time coming, like the song says, but I know change will come, and change is here. I love it. Until next time, take care and be blessed.